show you how I'm going to make a textured pot. So in my studio, I don't like to waste any of my clay. I have the hard clay crumbs that are always put in a container, and then we add water to it, and we use this as the glue for scoring and slipping pottery together. Anytime we add two pieces of clay together, we use the wire brush to dip in the watered down clay and rough it up the surface and put the two surfaces together. So when I have a lot of it added up to the point that my 5-gallon bucket is full, I use a paint mixer to make it really smooth, and actually it just looks so creamy and lovely that I felt like this should be used for something. So I am going to show you what I use it for. I'm going to take a lump of clay right now and make it into what is called a pinch pot. So I'm making it like I would a snowball, bringing all the uneven edges in, and then I'll stick my thumb in it and compress and turn and compress, 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 and I'm turning and rotating as I go, just compressing the wall thinner and evening out the thickness of the clay. Right now I'm scooping out the bottom because there's a lot of thickness down there, so I'm going to compress and extend it. See how I keep my fingers extended? Compressing in that method makes the wall more even because I've got more even surface area applying pressure to the wall. And I'm being really careful not to push the clay down. A lot of times people will kind of mash their pot against the tabletop, giving it a really flat, broad bottom. I like to keep my pinch pots extended, so I'm not applying any pressure down. And if I do feel the need to do that, I will put it in my palm and cup it so that it stays upright. Okay, so now, once I've got the wall completely thinned nice and evenly, and I'm content with its shape, then I will decide how much I'm going to flatten the bottom, because having a nice rounded bottom is attractive but not very functional. It'll be too tippy. So now I am going to flatten the bottom a little bit so that it's not going to tip over. It's got some stability to it. Okay, so now back to what I was talking about and adding the texture. I always call these stucco pots because to me they remind me of a stucco style house. So I just have a popsicle stick and I am going to add a whole bunch of goo to the surface of this pot. And it might not look like much now, but it is fun to do, very satisfying. And when the colors fall into all these deep little valleys and kind of fall off of the little peaks, you have a lot of color variation when you're done glazing your pot. I've done this with my students, adults and kids, and everyone has enjoyed it. And it's a very unique look and style, but very doable for all ages and abilities. So I keep lifting off because that creates more texture. So with a pot like this, I will choose some transparent colors to cover it, because the transparent colors will show more color variation. Yeah, I love this. I love the texture. It's a fun method. It doesn't take a lot of thought. It's kind of easy to do. There. but the inside is completely smooth and still functional. Thank you for watching.